So today is a celebration. We are celebrating 1 year post-op for the partial hysterectomy. Woo! We did it! We did it! So if you're interested, feel free to continue watching. If not, it's okay. You won't hurt my feelings. You are now watching Sacred Seat TV. It has been a long road to hoe, as my mom would say. It's been a journey. But here today, I'm going to talk to you about my experience post-op with the partial hysterectomy, how my life is now that I've had it, how my body feels, how my mind is, all of those things. First and foremost, we're going to talk about how I feel physically. So, I used to have this sensation in my body where it just felt like my abdominal section was full, like something was in there. And I will also at times, if I was like walking or running, feel like fullness in the vaginal area, as if something was like trying to drop or like fall out of there. So I don't have those issues anymore since the surgery. Instead, I feel more tucked in, like more put together. And it's not an issue where the only sensation that I have is my abdominal section. Like I can feel other parts of my body now. I can also feel my feet planted on the ground, which makes me feel more grounded. I can feel my legs under me, and I can also feel my hips. So that's something very interesting. I also have like bad back pain. So like if I was sitting or standing for a good amount of time, like as soon as I would lay down or sit down, whichever position I was in, as soon as I would change that, my back, I would have really bad back pain. And so the back pain just felt like a really dull but achy type feeling in the back. Like it felt very uncomfortable, I'll say. But overall, I can actually feel my entire body. I can also feel and notice the upward part of my body, like my arms and my chest. When I had fibroids, the only part of my body I really felt was the part that was unwell or in dis-ease. And so I'm saying that, if you're having sensations like that, you might want to just go to the doctor, get checked out, make sure everything's all right. Because sometimes these things can present themselves in a way to where you don't really notice them until it gets really bad. And so I would just say, as a way to mitigate that, just make sure you're keeping up with your doctor appointments and your follow-up appointments and your tests that the doctor gives to you. I also did need to mention on the physical aspect, sometimes when like the pressure in the air changes, like if it's about to rain or if the weather is just changing, like it's going from hot to cold or cold to hot, then I will have little aches and pains, particularly on this side, like towards the back. I'll feel like little aches there, but it's nothing to really be alarmed about in the sense that, something's in there, because I know it's not. It's just that, my body is basically still recovering from that. So there's trauma there that's trying to move itself out. Sometimes when I eat things that I'm not supposed to be eating, maybe like I ate a piece of chicken or I had some cheese or I had something really greasy, I will have aches and pains in my body. So like, although I no longer have a period, during that time of the month, I still have aches and pains. So like I will have the headaches. Sometimes I'll have breast tenderness, and then sometimes I'll have pain in my abdomen, like where my ovaries are. I use that as a signal to tell me that I'm not doing something right. If I ate something that I wasn't supposed to, and I begin to have these pains when it's that time of the month, then I know, okay, you don't need to eat that anymore, and you need to go this month without eating that. Because we're trying to heal the body and balance the hormones, and we can't do that if we continue to put GMO products, dairy, and grease in the body. So just keep that in mind. Like, if you are having issues with fibroids, you might want to consider like taking those things out and see how that helps you. So mentally, which I kind of touched a little bit on that, I feel a lot freer within my mind. I feel a lot freer. Like, I don't feel bogged down with so much sorrow, I guess. Because going through like having fibroids and having periods with the fibroids really makes you feel sorrowful. Like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Like, it really can put you in a dark place. Especially when you feel like you don't really have any type of support system like that to like help you through it, or anybody like that's trying to help you be well. So it's hard to like be sick in your body and then also be sick mentally, and then trying to heal yourself with all that going on. And so I feel like it's easier for me to approach my health in a better way now that I don't have to worry about like fibroids, or having an extremely heavy monthly flow, or just having pain like back pain and things like that. So like, it has allowed me some space to deal with other things that I feel like I need to deal with mentally, and I'm actively working on that now, which you're seeing a part of that here. So thank you for your support if you're watching. But yeah, so that's how I'm feeling mentally. Is there still anxiety? Oh, absolutely. I still have that, particularly when I am in social situations. It's definitely still there. But I've been in therapy probably 4 or 5 years at this point, constantly. And so I have changed the way that I look at anxiety. It's not 100%, but I am getting there. So it's not so much of that feeling of avoidance and not wanting to put myself in situations that make me anxious, but doing it anyway, in spite of and with the fear. Because you know courage is not the lack of fear. Courage is doing it in spite of. And so that is what I am working to do in my life. I'll talk a little bit about my sex life. So, because I know a lot of people are concerned about that, but I haven't had any issues. Like, everything works exactly as it was supposed to, exactly as it did before. I haven't had really much of any change in that area. So just don't be scared. Like, if this is something that you have to consider, I will hope that you take alternative actions, not have to make the choice that I made. But if you have to, just know it's going to be okay. Your life is not going to change all of that much. At least mine has. Also, I picked my yoga back up. And so I've been doing that a lot because I knew that, I would need to have some kind of movement within the body to help, like, with the scar tissue. Because the way that I thought about scar tissue was that if I just allowed myself to sit around and not do anything, that it would develop more, as opposed to me moving my body and making the tissues move around and like be more fluid. That's why I picked up the yoga, because also I couldn't, like, directly post-op, I couldn't just go to the gym and like lift weights. Like, that's not going to happen. And so I picked up yoga as an intermediary between, post-op, me healing, and then getting back to the gym. But the yoga has helped me extremely. Like, I always focus on the hips and the legs because that's where a lot of the trauma is going to be stored. And that's just because I've had, so many surgeries at this point. I am going to have to move that area and work on that area and stretch it out. And so I've been focusing on that a lot. And I've also been focusing on like the back, like bending the back, allowing the back to like be more fluid, whether that be bending forward or bending it back. My goal is to be able to do a back bend, like to stand up and like bend over and do a back bend with my hands on the ground. So that's my goal. Maybe I'll show you guys that once I accomplish it, because soon come. That's how I've been approaching my workouts and everything. I've also picked up the gym again. Like I've gone back to the gym. I am able to lift weights. I don't lift a lot of weights. Like that's not something that I'm trying to do at the gym. I really just want to maintain where I am currently and just be stronger. I'm not really trying to gain a lot of weight because I want to fit my clothes. I'm not trying to buy no more clothes. Yeah, so I'm able to basically do everything that I was doing before. Like nothing really changed. Like also, going to the bathroom, I haven't had any issues with that. But I do need to let you all know that since I did have this last surgery, I reached out to a pelvic floor specialist who has been helping me with my pelvic floor muscles to make sure that that area is healthy and that they aren't strained or anything. And so she taught me a bunch of different exercises that I could do to help with my pelvic floor. So if you're interested in me doing a video on that, just hit the like button, leave a comment, and let me know. I'd be happy to do that for you. That's been a very interesting journey for me. I didn't realize how much damage had been done because of the amount of surgeries that I've had. Like, if you don't know, the partial hysterectomy that I had was my fourth surgery in the area. I had a myomectomy, 2 laparoscopic surgeries to remove fibroids, and then I also had the partial hysterectomy. So that makes 4 surgeries that I've had. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body. And so what I'm doing now is just trying to heal and maintain and keep the movement going within my body so that it doesn't feel stagnant or stuck, due to all of the trauma. What I've been doing post hysterectomy to balance my hormones is I have what I call a home brew. And so basically, it's a mixture of herbs that I make. I just buy the herbs off Amazon. I put them all together in a cheesecloth tea bag, and I put the tea bag in a teapot, and then I make my tea. And so what I'm doing with this, I'm drinking 8 ounces of this home brew every day. It's supposed to help with your liver, balance your hormones, your skin, your thyroid, your pancreas, like all of the hormonal organs it's supposed to help with. It's also supposed to help with anxiety. I have some lavender in there. I have some fenugreek seeds in there. I have dandelion greens, dong quai roots. I have quite a few herbs in there. There was a lady that I would purchase a tea from to balance my hormones before I had the surgery. It was called Ancient Healing Teas. I'll put her information down below if you're interested. And so she had these really potent teas that she would make to like help with fibroids, cysts, herpes, diabetes, incontinence, like all those type of things. And so basically what I did was, which I love supporting the black business. However, I ain't have support black business money at the time, and so I had to get it how I live, right? So I just looked at all the herbs that she had in the tea, and I just went to Amazon and purchased all the herbs that she put in. That's the homebrew recipe that I make. I've been talking about this quite a bit on my channel, so if you're interested in me doing a video on it, I'd be happy to do that also for you. Overall, I am doing pretty good. I think my only issue that I'm having is just establishing a routine for myself. And that just comes with, new things happening in your life and changes. This isn't the life that I had before. And so I'm just getting readjusted to what my new life is like here at this moment. It's a beautiful thing though to witness so many wonderful changes in my life, in my body, in my mind. And so I would just encourage you to just seek out some healthier ways to live your life in ways that will positively impact your health, whether that be, taking herbs or taking up some type of movement or exercise. I would just encourage you to do that because it's never going to hurt you. So it's always going to make your life better. That sums up my year in review for my partial hysterectomy. Again, this is a celebration, y'all. This is a long time coming for me. I am so excited about where my life is going currently and what's going to happen in the future. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am also on Instagram, and I'll be posting a new video series on Instagram. It's going to be like vlog style content, but in short form. And it's going to be talking about like my adventures with social anxiety and little tips and tricks that I use to get through the day, what it really feels like to be someone with anxiety. So if you're interested, head on over to Instagram. I do have my link in the description box below. Thanks again for watching Sacred Seat TV.